A number of prominent musicians, including George Gershwin, Miles Davis, and John Lennon, were also artists in other mediums. You can now add Grateful Dead drummer Mickey Hart to that list. Special correspondent Mike Saray visited Hart in Las Vegas, where his fans are flocking to see his art and to hear his band play in its summer residency. It's part of our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
Painting is like music. When I paint, I hear the music, I can hear the paintings, and they're full of rhythm, and that's what I do.
For percussionist Mickey Hart, art is in the eye and ear of the beholder.
I like to create things from nothing, to make things happen. And visual or sonic, it doesn't matter. It's just the act of creation.
For more than a half-century, Mickey Hart has been part of creating the Grateful Dead's enduring magic as a percussionist throughout its many iterations, the latest as Dead & Company.
Okay, we'll have, mind your head, kid, mind your head.
More recently, he's taken on painting as a second career, both as an emotional release from his day job and as another medium for expressing the fundamental role rhythm plays in all of his work.
I paint with multicolors. I also play with multi-rhythms, polyrhythms. So they're very similar in many ways.
Is it performance art? Because you are
It is.
dancing to the rhythms, you are moving to the sounds in your studio.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I paint, I have music going, and I'm painting in rhythm, and I'm grooving, and I'm having fun.
Rhythm is more than just an inspiration for his art. It's an integral part of his technique, which he and others are calling vibrational expressionism. Some of his canvases are the actual drum heads and cymbals he's performed with over the years. They are placed on top of massive audio speakers to let the rhythmic vibrations move the paint around, forming unique patterns that can't be created with brushes.
Paintbrushes are too limited for me, and everybody paints with brushes. So I imagine I couldn't paint better than a billion other people. But this is a different kind of painting. I use buckets and all kinds of things that hang from the ceiling that makes figure eights and circular movements.
Technique is just a means of arriving at a statement.
Did Jackson Pollock inspire you at all?
Oh yeah, Jackson Pollock was one of my idols.
I can control the flow of the paint. There is no accident.
And he was random, and I like random, and I like chaos. Chaos, I embrace chaos, and so did Pollock. But he only went so far, and I was going to take it further than that, take it into the vibrational world.
His sources of good vibrations for painting come from as far away as outer space, from his previous collaboration with Nobel Prize-winning physicist and Deadhead, Dr. George Smoot. And as close to home as his own brain's reflection of different rhythms from his medical research with neurologist Dr. Adam Gazzaley.
They're interchangeable for me, sound and light. Light, of course, is very powerful, more powerful than sound. The eye is, anyway, as an organ, more powerful than the ear. So I naturally just gravitated to the visual domain from the sonic domain.
As non-traditional as his technique, so is his first major gallery exhibition. Here at a Las Vegas casino, where he's created a pop-up gallery for his work at the Venetian Hotel, so longtime Deadheads can see and possibly buy some of his art, like Larry Watton from New York.
I know him more as a musician, but I think of him as a full artist. His whole being is art.
We're Deadheads from way back. We want to see everything in this exhibit.
Robin and Tim Lamont came from Florida for both Mickey Hart's music and his art.
I've seen some of his art some other places.
Are you surprised by anything you see here?
Yeah, it's actually really good. I wasn't expecting it to be this good.
Everybody sees something different in the paintings, and everybody hears something different in the music. And that's the beauty of both, is because there's mystery involved in it.
What about now art critics? When you put your art out there, they're not going to be necessarily your friends.
I don't think of critics anymore. Critics are long gone. I don't care what they say. It doesn't really matter to me. I hope they like it. If they don't, well, they don't. But I wouldn't stop me because I'm not doing it for the critics. I'm doing it for people and for myself. And, you know, maybe for the world of art.
His art gallery exhibit is convenient for his other career and day job, playing with Dead & Company at the Las Vegas Sphere. Yet another canvas for showcasing both of his art forms simultaneously on the world's largest LED screen.
When I'm painting, the same thing happens. It's a groove, and I'm improvising. I improvise in the Grateful Dead, Dead & Company. That's improvisational music. This is the same in paints. It's jamming. I love the jam, no matter what it is.
For the PBS NewsHour, Mike Surrey at the Sphere in Las Vegas, Nevada.